started to. I'm laughing.
Big Back Cadillac. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Tamar, listen, Tamar is crazy as hell, and she
But we
has
know
no
this
filter.
though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, she has no filter. So y'all already know. She always got time. She got a slick ass mouth, and she just gonna say what she gonna say. And when she called Lonnie Big Back Cadillac, did you see how Nene was like, "Oh, wait, what, Big Back
Wait.
Cadillac,
Yeah, Nene was like,
Big
girl,
Back Cadillac."
She like, girl, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, and then while she was juggling,
But
girl.
Nene's so funny though because when they was talking about candy and all, you know, oh okay.
But you know what's crazy to me though? Okay, talking about candy, like the examples that so that them talking about candy. At first, I started thinking, I'm like, damn, they really got a hard on for candy.
Yeah.
But then I started doing research and started watching more videos about what people were saying that candy does, and it seems that candy is sneaky,
Oh,
and she does things.
okay.
So
Try to make herself. Yeah, I heard about that. She tried to make herself look
yes,
innocent.
yes, and that she orchestrates a lot of things. Like, remember when she had Kenya on her show, and they talked about Nene. They talked about how, yeah, they came for Nene. They talked bad about her and talked. Yeah, they talked bad about her. I cannot remember the words that they used, but they talked about how she shouldn't be on the show, and just all these things. So it's like Candy, like they said, it will throw rocks and hide her hands, will call, on you to try to get you fired, and just other little things that she does. So I definitely believe that. I believe Candy is very sneaky.
I always yeah.
And one of the things that I don't like, and this has nothing to even do with their interview, what I don't like about Candy is how she has constantly allowed her mother to disrespect Todd. Like, their
Yeah.
whole situation, watching Joyce just comfort Todd all these years, and in a way she came for Todd's mother, Miss Sharon. May Miss Sharon rest in peace. But that woman, like Candy, just, I don't know. I just never really trusted her. She just give me sneaky vibes. Like, it's like, you gotta, how sometimes, like, you look at a bitch and you gotta keep an eye on her. Yeah, Candy looks like that type of woman. Like, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on
But you
her.
know what?
But Nene and Tamar, they're not blameless at all. They both, they've done and said some things.
Okay, well let's put it out there. So she called her a big bad Cadillac. We talking about
Lonnie
Lonnie Love,
Love.
but come on, Lonnie did a lot of stuff, and she was
Oh
so
yeah, Lonnie
she
did a
wanted to
lot of
get
shit to
Tamar.
Tamar on the
Yeah,
show.
so not trying to justify what Tamar said.
That
I'm
shit was
like,
funny though.
it
Did you
was.
laugh when you
I
heard it?
mean, she kind of
I
big.
said, but see, that's what I'm saying. The shit
She
about
kind of big.
Tamar. Tamar's reads be filthy,
Cutthroat. Yeah.
dirty, like
Yeah.
for real. Big Back Cadillac. Like, how did you even often, like, teach me? Because I want to look at somebody and be
That was
like,
just on the spotlight too. She quick with it. She
yes,
was like big back Cadillac.
right. I
I'm
want to
like,
be
dang.
like banana head, forehead, something. Like, I want to be able to be quick with it like that. Like,
Because you
that
know the
just,
saying is usually what a big bag. They
yeah, they
just
just
call him
big
big
bag.
bag.
But
But
then
she
that
added
bitch
that
added Cadillac.
Cadillac.
And I'm like, damn. And when you
She
think about
said
a Cadillac,
big back Cadillac.
Cadillac, yes.
The old school Cadillacs, big and wide.
Yes. And it's like, goddamn, that was a read within itself. And now I'm about to be making t-shirts, Big Bad Cadillac.
And you gonna put Lonnie Love on it? Oh, that's gonna be a wide T-shirt. Oh,
See, you about to get our channels, like, people about to start coming for us. Oh, they're fat shaming.
I ain't nobody fat
I mean, it's
shaming.
the same as people calling.
Yeah,
Remember
you
when
call people.
Tamar, they called her a Muppet? Remember
Yeah,
how
a
that shit,
Muppet.
I laughed at that.
I laughed at
Remember
that
how
too.
Tamar was like, they called me a Muppet. And then what, they came up, they found a Muppet and made a Tamar Muppet with the glasses and the,
You can't pick and choose. You just can't pick
yeah,
and choose.
it's all funny. Like,
If it's
Lonnie,
funny, it's funny.
and they said Lonnie did try to, really did, got Tamar kicked off the
She
show.
did.
So if Tamar want, yeah, listen, if Tamar want to call that lady Big Bad Cadillac, who are we to argue? We don't know what happened
She
between
a
them
big
on the.
back Cadillac. I'm
And Tamar
tired.
and
I'm
Tamar
tired
look
of
like
this.
a Muppet. You got Big Back Cadillac and you got
You
Muppet
know, even if
baby.
she don't do, like, come on now, she called her Big Back Cadillac. Like,
I'm sure Lonnie has been called worse.
probably so.
I'm just saying, like, I'm
But
sure she
Lonnie
has.
is like, you can't. You got on Tamar so much. Like, you really didn't. You didn't fuck with Tamar. You did not want her on the show. You tried to get her fired, and you succeeded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, she didn't get fired. She left. Did she get fired or she left? I don't know.
I don't know, but the thing is that like Tamar really shot herself in the foot a lot of times because Tamar just her attitude
Her
just
attitude, yeah.
is wild. She got her attitude is nasty. It's vicious. It's lethal. Tamar got a badass attitude, but I mean,
But it was a balance. That's what
yeah.
made the show work.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like you got these timid, you got
But I'm gonna be honest with you. A talk show with that many people on it. First of all,
it was too many people,
too many egos. You see what I'm
too many
saying? It's like,
personalities and
yeah,
egos. Yeah.
it's one thing that people can have like personality, but it's like people's egos start to.
They all thought they was number one.
Thank you. Everybody in her own way had an ego. From Jenny Mai, from Tamaga.
She needs to worry about. Jenny Ma needs to worry about.
Listen, when she showed up to that house and that shit had been boxed and they opened some of that shit and it had rats in it, when I tell you I hollered, when I tell you I almost pissed my pants laughing. Girl, you ain't come get your stuff for how many months? What they say, 6, 9 months or something like that. That had little mice in her shit. When I tell you I hollered, that shit was hilarious. But yeah, they all just have what's her name? The one that take pisses and don't wash her hands.
Adrian.
Yeah.
From the
Yep.
Cheetah Girls, whatever her name.
And her husband should be on that cheater's wine because he was yeah. So I mean, it's like they all of these people that on these like all, celebrities have egos. Let's just keep it a book. They have egos. They feel like they
That
the
wasn't a good
shit.
mix because it's like you
Yeah,
got
it
all these.
wasn't. When you look at
It
those
should have just been one
personalities,
person. Yeah, you got all these. You got actresses, singers, and all these big personalities, and it's like they sit up there like, no, this I'm the Beyonce of the View.
pretty much, yeah.
Fuck
That's
these hoes. They
yeah. I
do
mean,
up the
yeah,
wops.
pretty much. They're the Kellys and the Michelles. Like for real, that's the type of attitude that a lot of, and I feel like Tamar may have thought that she was the Beyonce of the show. Lonnie probably was thinking, now I'm the
Yeah,
Beyonce of the show. You're the Michelle. You're the Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe in Lonnie's mind, Lonnie felt like she was
holding
the
down the
Beyonce.
show.
When I tell you, I couldn't even get through.
She
I'm
was
be honest.
barely
I didn't
holding
even
down that chair.
listen. I didn't even watch.
That chair was struggling. No, just
I didn't even watch The Real. And then to bring somebody like Amanda Seales on a show called The
oh
Real,
my god, that
that
was
was like
stupid.
Amanda
I
was
like when
too
they
real for the real.
Jocelyn was the guest star. I did like that one because she was like, cause Samir, well, because it was talking about Paris Jackson. You know, Jocelyn kept it real. She was like, no, that ain't her. She's
See,
white. She was like, she's white. That's not Michael.
listen,
And you know, Tamara was like,
listen.
well, no. Well, look at my kids. See how my kids are. You know, we get
But your
that.
kids came from you to MAGA.
And it doesn't matter. We get that part. But guess what? Tamara, you're half and half, and you with a white man. I'm pretty sure that white DNA is going
The
to take over.
yes,
Michael is black.
the black DNA has
Where
left to MAGA's children.
Michael is black.
Yeah, Michael paid for those
So you
children.
mean I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
I believe like
I
Debbie
don't.
Rowe and them, his doctors and stuff. I feel like
I
he
mean, if they
paid.
biologically his, they
They're
can
not.
be.
Them kids is not biologically
I'm not.
Michael Jackson's. I'm saying that those kids are not
All of them.
biologically. Yes, look at all three of them
He has his
jokers.
kids. I'm not
Those
talking about them.
what kids he
You
have?
didn't see the one at the funeral look just like him?
Well, that's probably his.
Joe even said that.
Okay, well that's probably Michael's.
Oh,
But the
Joe
other
was
three,
spilling all the skeletons
yeah,
out the
all
closet.
those
Because y'all
those
know Reeby's Reeby's daughter. That ain't her daughter. That's Janet's
That's
daughter.
Janet's daughter.
And he
Yeah.
told that.
Yeah, we've been knew that. Like we're
Look
not
just
dumb.
like with
They've been
them.
playing
Look just like
cheekbones.
Janet.
They've been playing in our faces, but
Yeah.
we're not dumb.
Because she was young and she didn't want. She had her career going on. They didn't want
Exactly.
her to be looked at like, oh, even though she was married to the DeBarge or whatever.
Which I don't understand how it would have been such an issue if
Such an
they was
issue.
married.
Yeah.
Like y'all married. It's not like she was out
That
here
man know
teen
that's his
momming.
child.
Yeah, she's a DeBarge Jackson. But
So
to
they were
look at,
young. So they just basically agreed like, I'm gonna let my sister raise her.
I'm gonna let no. They probably begged her, please, Rebe.
No, you're going to. No, Joe said you're going to.
He showed up at Rebe's house. Rebe said, "I just want to be a centipede."
Oh, please, please, no, Daddy.
Rebe said, "I want to be a centipede."
She
And
said, "Oh no, please, Daddy, don't."
Rebe said, "I want to have a singing career too." And Daddy was like, "It's only one of y'all bitches that's gonna be the star, and that's
You can't
Janet.
even play an instrument.
Janet is the star. You and Latoya is the doo-wop.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Because
Latoya, you on Playboy. Girl, bye.
Latoya used a 304. Get out of here. But yeah, but Rebe was trying to live her best little centipede life, and Joe said, "Up, we scrapping all the
She
rest
tried
of the
to be a
albums.
star, and it was like, nah, that ain't it.
That ain't it, sis. You about to raise this baby though.
This ain't that Rhythm Nation.
You about to be a mama."
Okay.
Yes.
You gonna raise this baby so Jenny can do what she do. Dum, 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 dum. Talking about.
Joe said, handed her the Pampers. He said, "You are not, do not pass go, do not collect your
You're not even a singer, my love.
She came out with one song, and it was like,
No, she can sing, but it was
yeah,
like
but he was
she didn't
like,
have that start. Joe Jackson, a lot
first
of
of
people.
all, how do we know the girl didn't get a chance to be a star because she became a baby mama?
Because Janet was already started. That's why she had to raise the.
Yes. So he said, "I ain't got time. This one is on the rise. I ain't
Janet,
got time
Janet
to
had
pour
that
into
time
you."
either.
He said, right. He said, "Rebe, I ain't got time to pour into your career. So you are going to be a mother
Janet
in
had
Jehovah's name." And she could not challenge her father because they were Jehovah's Witnesses. So it's like
Joe wasn't.
Joe was not a Jehovah's
No.
Witness. He didn't go to the thing.
He wasn't a Jehovah's Witness.
Well, who was how was they practicing?
Catherine.
So he allowed his children to become Jehovah's Witnesses because of her, and he had no issue with that.
The only Jehovah's Witness was Rebe.
Okay,
She's
well
still
maybe
a Jehovah's Witness.
maybe the Jackson's American Dream
Michael
told the wrong
was,
story.
but then
He came out of that, right?
No, he got this fellowship, I believe, for the Thriller, doing Thriller. He just never went back.
Oh,
So he
said,
left. He basically
he said,
left.
"Bye, y'all."
Yeah.
Okay, well, Rebe ended up.
The other ones were not baptized. Rebe's the only one who got. Rebe and Michael were the only ones who got baptized.
Okay, well,
Catherine she's still baptized.
Rebe could not become a star, so Rebe had to raise.
She could have been.
Joe was not gonna let her be no star. He said, "You about to raise that baby."
Well, I don't know if she was baptized at that time, so I don't think she, doing all the sex appeal with Janet. You know what I'm saying? That's not.
I don't think he okay. If Janet becoming a star was already on the rise of becoming Janet Jackson.
Well, she had that personality. Remember, she came out on the Jackson 5s and she did that. What's that little skit they did?
Yeah, so the thing is, I feel like Joe was grooming her into being a star. How do we know that? We didn't know that Rebe if he would have poured into her.
Rebe was about 30 at that time. Because she's 70-something now.
Yeah, she was older.
So if you didn't get it by then.
He probably didn't look at her as being a star. That's what it was. He probably was just like, "Oh, that's Rebe." And that girl probably had all types of hidden talents inside of her that he never really tapped into. Because he said, "You're raising."
Janet grew up. By that time, she had to be, oh shit, because of Rebe about 70 now. She in her 70s. I didn't know Rebe was in her 70s.
But them,
Rebe,
listen, them 3 kids.
I think she just had a birthday. She's like 71.
Paris Blanket.
Her and Latoya got the same Paris and
Paris,
Blanket.
Paris Blanket, and the other one, those is not Michael Jackson's
Let me show
biologicals.
you. Hold
Them
on.
people is not Michael Jackson's biologicals.
They
He
are.
just took them kids is not Paris Jackson. That is not Michael Jackson's daughter. Biologically, I believe he adopted all three of them, but they did not come from the Jackson. The no, they're Jacksons because he has adopted them. But them kids, Paris Blanket and what's the other one's name? Jeff Jackson. I'm making that up. That's not his real name, but
Oh, they ain't got no more. Oh, this talking about this is Secret Son. I'm trying to get some more images. Hold on.
so they said Secret Son was at the service.
Hmm.
Yeah, I believe
He was front row with the family, and everybody was like, "Is this Michael at the family?"
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is his. Yeah, no, it ain't no question.
Yeah, no,
He
I
looked
believe
just
that one.
like.
I'm talking about the other three.
Yeah, look at. He was up with the family.
Yeah.
Why would he be up with the family?
I'm talking about the other three. The
He
blanket, the
looked just
Paris.
like
Yes.
Michael.
But bring up
His
them
mama
other.
Indian.
Bring up the
He had a thing for them Indian women too. And
yeah.
he too.
Bring up the other
Did
Paris
you think
Jackson.
Blanket could be?
No, them three is not his kids. The Three Musketeers. Them three is not Michael Jackson's kids. He adopted. I mean, not
Oh,
his
his name is
biologicals.
Amir Bahati. Let me show you some more pictures.
Of Amir Bahati.
Yeah, because he looked just like. Ooh. Mm-mm.
That's Amir.
Mm-hmm. Omar, whatever you call him. He's sitting up there at the damn funeral on front row. Yeah, that's no. Mm-mm. Definitely. That's definitely Michael. He looked just like Michael. Indian Michael. Not,
Yeah.
not trying to be funny, but
Yeah,
Indian
no, but
Michael.
the rest of them, the three Musketeers, Paris Blanket, and
Because
what
he
was the
got
other
some
one's
kink to
name?
that hair. Let me
Not the Kings.
He got a little Michael Jackson kink.
He got
No,
the
I'm
little
just saying, because,
Kings.
Michael had that little weave or wig, whatever he had, because, in the Pepsi commercial, he burnt his hair.
That was tragedy. That shit.
Who burns? Let me stop that. This man is dead. I can't believe I'm doing
Right.
that.
I'm like the ghost of Michael Jackson's past is gonna come to haunt you in your sleep tonight.
What he gonna do?
To haunt you. He gonna moonwalk all over your dreams. But I just a whole mess, a whole mess, a whole mess.
Yes, y'all. It's. Wait, what was we even talking about? I forgot.
Big Back Cadillac.
Oh, baby. Oh, that's the big Cadillac.
No, I'm making us t-shirts next week. Big Back Cadillac.
Oh, you gotta put Lonnie Love in the Cadillac.
Okay, let me hurry up because I'm about to go upstairs and design
I'm
something
serious. You
now
gotta put Lonnie Love in the
in a Cadillac.
Cadillac.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
you gotta have big. You gotta have Tamar with a megaphone talking about big Cadillac and Lonnie in the big Cadillac.
Okay. Yes. Okay, y'all. Comment, share.
Yes, cause
Let
I
us
have
know
to
how y'all
go. I
feel.
have to tinkle, y'all. I'm
Kyle has to
sorry.
tinkle, and I'm about to go work on some big back
Yeah.
Cadillac tees coming
Yes.
soon.
Let us know. About the big Cadillacs. You got a big back in your life?
You gotta buy